Okay, we're going to go ahead and make a video. This is for a tutorial for using Inkscape to create your registration marks. I'm also going to show you how I outline images in Inkscape for my purposes. So let's go ahead and get Inkscape going. Alright, first we're going to start. We want to go to Document Properties. Choose US Letter. You see it's 8.5 by 11. Alright, one thing I like to do is checkered background. And that's it. That's all for that setting. Alright, so first thing we're going to need, we can go ahead and close this, is we're going to create our registration marks. Easiest way to do that is to make a square. I'm going to change this to inches. Change this to inches. And for my square, I usually like to do 0.25, quarter inch. Alright. Now we want to put that in the corner. Go ahead and zoom in. Make sure it's aligned to the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the better you do, the better it'll come out. Alright, so we got one. Now we're just going to select it. We're going to copy. And we are going to paste. Now we have another one. Alright, let's zoom in. Hold spacebar to move your screen. Okay, let's hit Z, right click off an object anywhere in the blank space. You can zoom out. We're going to want to select both of these. This time we're going to edit copy, edit paste, and now we're going to position this one at the bottom. If you hit Z, you can zoom in. Also, if you hold left control and use your scroll wheel, you can also zoom in. And you can also use your arrow keys to move this. Alright, looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. Alright. Now your registration marks are done. I'm going to go ahead and select all. Sorry, I should have done that this way. Edit. Select all. And we are going to group, object group. Now all your registration marks are one. I'm just moving it to show you. Alright. Now next we're going to go ahead and we want to add our images that we're going to cut. So go to File, Import. Let's see here. I'm going to choose. Alright, so I'm going to embed or link. I'm going to go ahead and embed. That's just if you want to save it. If you want to, you can also link. It doesn't matter. It's your preference. Okay. So now we have our object. We want to resize him. So go ahead and turn on aspect ratio. Check it. Lock it. I know I want him to be about 3 inches. So there we go. Alright. So now if I wanted to, I could position him on the page. But we need to make our cut outline, so that it doesn't try to cut directly on the line. We have to have the white outline in order for it to cut properly. So what we want to do is go to Object, or Path. We want to trace our bitmap. Alright, so if you hit Update right off the bat, these are the defaults. Hit Update, you can kind of see what it's doing. Basically, I go all the way to the top, hit Update again, I get a full. Go down one. I found that so 0.0 for my purposes, 0.993 works. I don't know if 994 will work or not. Let's try that. at some point it's going to fill in the whole space. So if we go up too high, let's see. All right, so 996 seemed to work. Basically, we just want to get this to outline our image. And we want brightness off, all this, just leave all this the way it is, and then hit OK. All right, now we can close this. So now what we have is we have our basic shape, and we want to, give me a second to remember where to do this. Here it is, fill and stroke. So object, fill and stroke. This will bring up this window. We want to fill it with white. So all Fs. Just hold down the F key till it won't let you do it anymore. We want to stroke it with white. Hold down the F key till they won't let you do it anymore. Now go ahead and take your stroke style. And we can set this to millimeters, doesn't matter. We just want to make it a little bit larger. Alright, so you can kind of see where it starts to do this. Now if you were to put this over there, it would be over top of your image. So what we want to do is we want to click this image again. We want to make layer, move. Now we can put it over top of here. Alright. Let's position it exactly where we want it, over top of here. Also, just so you know, you got your marquees you can adjust. We'll talk about that in a minute. You want to select both images, go to Object, Group. Now you have one image to copy. So now we're just going to copy it. You can go Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste. And now we can position that on the page. So it's just a matter of figuring out what we want. Now, if you click on your image again, you can change your rotation. If you click on it again, you can resize. Excuse me. I just hit copy or I just hit paste again using Control Z or Control V as in paste. Basic Windows functions. I'm going to do it again. Reposition. Do it again. Control V. Reposition. So the object is obviously to get as many on the page as possible. Control V, we're just going to paste again. Alright. Now you have extra space if you wanted to fill it up or try to get get more of these on a page. Also, if you hold Shift when you use your arrow keys, you can move a little bit further. You don't really want to go right up to the edge of the page. See this line? That's going to cause problems, especially with printing. So we're just going to move that back a little bit. We're going to move these. By the way, I'm holding Shift to select multiple images at the same time. So let's see, I'll move this one over. Now if I hold Shift, you can see it move. This is just using the arrow keys. This is one arrow key. This is Shift arrow key. Again, Shift arrow key. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and resize, select all these and resize them so I can put more on a page. And I can also highlight them all and move them together. Okay. Now I'm going to highlight these three, Control C, copy, Control V, paste. Now I have a copy of those three. And shift click. And we're just going to go resize these a little bit more. This is just a matter of how many you want to put on a page. How large you want them. So that's really, if you want to try to see how many you can get to a page. The other thing you can do too is you can rotate them. That gives you a little bit, especially with his ears. Alright, so I'm not going to get too involved in this because I could spend all day rotating things on a page and moving things around to try to fit them as many as possible. But the idea is to fit as many as possible. You want to leave just enough gap to where your page will still stick to the mat. So as you can see, I mean, that's actually pretty good. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. So I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to remove all of these. I'm just going to delete them. I like the way these two are positioned. I'm going to copy them and paste them. And we're going to just move these around. Okay. Now I'm going to select all these, copy, paste these. And now I've got 4 more, which doesn't look like I'm going to get 4 more of these on there. At least not up there. So let's take these two, move them, get this one moved up. Like I said, you can spend all day just repositioning to try to get as many on the page as possible. Actually, let's put this one down here. But this gives you a basic idea. And we're going to actually click again and rotate this one. And we're just going to copy him, move him down. Alright, so I'm just going to go leave it like this. So here's 9 to a page. That's pretty good. And you do have space if you had something else you could add. You could do that. We could also make them a little bit bigger. So the basic idea is we want to get them positioned on the page. Okay, we're done. Now, what we need to do is we need to export this as a PNG. So go to File, and we want to export PNG image. Alright, so we want the whole page. There's drawing, selection, or custom. We want page. Make sure you choose the whole page. We want our resolution, our DPI, dots per inch, to be 300 because we want to be able to print this nicely. And we are all set. Now we just need to choose where we're going to export as. I'm just going to save mine to my desktop, and I'm going to overwrite the bitmap.png, and that's it. So let's go back, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Alright, here's our bitmap.png. Oh, looks like it just finished. Okay. Why did that not save? Sorry about that. Let's do oh, I didn't export it. Never mind. After you choose where you're going to export it, you actually have to hit export, replace. Huh. Alright, now we can go ahead and open that. And that's what we created. So as you can see, there's our cuts. Now, I do notice that there is this little thing here. Not sure why that did that, actually. Looks like maybe it did that from the copy and the paste point perspective. Does that show in there? That's odd, it's not even showing in here. So let's try exporting it one more time. Alright, so that's our image. Now we could print, let's see, let's try printing from here. See what kind of options Windows 10 gives us. So we could do, we want a rear. If I was going to do stickers or magnets, I do semi-gloss. See, now this is the problem. Printing from here, you don't get options of positioning and things like that, which is why I don't usually print from Windows. Let's try printing from here. So if we were going to print from here, let's choose our printer. Go to our preferences. Alright, so we're going to choose semi-gloss, rear feed, color, portrait. Alright, everything else looks good. And so if I hit print, it doesn't give me options to center page. I'm going to assume it'll just center the page. The other thing we need to do is go ahead and open up Design Space and add the image to Design Space. I don't have any paper in the printer. I'm going to get an error. I already did. Alright, so we want to upload the image we just created. Here it is. Simple. Continue. Let's go ahead and look and see if those cuts show up wrong. Alright, so it does have this in here for some reason. That's got to be something with Inkscape. You may have to just cut that later. I'm not sure what to do with that, to be honest with you. Like I said, don't use Inkscape. So hit continue. Don't want to do save and print. Want to do save and cut. Alright, there's the error I was talking about. Let's go ahead and hit save. And bring our picture into the canvas. We're going to unlock. We're going to do 8.5 by 11. We want our positioning to be 0, 0. Okay, and then we would make. And that's it. That's all there is to using the Inkscape. If you do want to go ahead and if you do run into any problems, that's about all I can help you with. As for why that little image shows on some of the cuts, I'm not sure. Let's actually zoom in and see if we can see that. Maybe something, oh, it is there. Okay, so that actually is there. So yeah, you may want to be careful about when you create it. Maybe look at it a little bit closer than I did. But you should be all set, and this will give you a basic understanding of how to do the tutorial for using Inkscape to allow you to do your registrations, your outlines, and use your full page cut print. Alright, thank you.